Hi everybody, I'm Doc Shocker, but you probably already know that if you're here. Making sure that we're all connected to Twitch TV, like everything's running properly. And while that's going on, normally I run my obligatory test pattern, but that's not the case because I can't really switch between channels very well on OBS when I'm running with Minecraft. It likes to crash out the Java. So, yeah. We'll start off things with my typical Pile Driving Man, or Pile Driving Blues by Joey McCoy. So, please enjoy the music while I get everything situated.
So many files, my Amazon worn out. So many files, my Amazon worn out. That's when I do my driving. I began to jump and shout. Want all you people just to understand. Want all you people just to understand. That's when I do my driving, drive just like a man. When I was young, driving was my craze. When I was young, driving was my craze. You drove me so hard, drove me to my grave. Get you a hammer, you can drive all the time. Get you a hammer, you can drive all the time. You have broke my hammer's out of line.
Alright everybody, let's hear it for Joe McCoy. That was Pile Driving Blues. Next on National Public Radio, we're going to play some Minecraft. But pretty much doing some just basic base building. Trying to get infrastructure stuff set up. This is we'll give you the grand tour of the compound here. I think first off I'm gonna run over here quickly and grab me a little snooze. It is nighttime, and nighttime are the bad time. Unless you're a goofy Twitch streamer streaming at low noon. But anyway, in this first room here, this is my intended general workshop area. Upstairs being very incomplete, as you can see. That'll eventually be an extension. I'm thinking possibly of building a smeltery up here that will extend into the lower floors. Or lower floor, I should say. still need to come through here and replace these floors with something not dirt, but dirt floor is doing the trick at the moment. I could probably spruce all this up too, but you'll have to forgive the mess. Out here we've got my basic farm dealing with my necessities. We've got wheat. That wheat? I don't know. Then here we have barley and then cotton growing, so we don't really have to go out and kill too many sheep, which is always a good thing. Up there is my livestock pen. Got some cactus growing here, as well as some pumpkin. As you can see, I haven't really been doing a lot. Eventually I'm going to build an enclosure and hopefully raise a testificate, or raid a testificate village, so I can build a feeding station. Pretty much at that point, all of my food needs will actually have elapsed. That being said, though, I mean, this barley field is actually enough to sustain me with little trouble, as every piece of barley basically transfers into a loaf of bread. Let's see here, our barley seed. But basically, the majority of tonight's projects that I intend to do is I'd like to be able to get first an induction smelter, and then move into possibly building a smeltery, and then from there at least start laying the groundwork for building a multi-farm, from which we will produce enough biomass or biofuel to basically fuel everything that runs off of Buildcraft goodies. So with that out of the way, as you can see, I've already got some of the things prepared to build my induction smelter, which I think I have everything with the exception of building the machine frame. But I've got the iron, the gold. I just actually need to cook down some glass, as you can see. Go up here, that's just pulverizer. We'll use this furnace here. This one, it's all going to be part of the bigger system, with these ultimately running. I want to have dual pulverizers into dual inductions, which will feed into that, which travels down here into the makeshift storage area. Eventually I'll be building up a full sorting system, so that way when things come down here I'll have, you know, my iron, all that kind of stuff as it goes. I'd actually like to be able to piggyback into possibly a third induction furnace for making brass or bronze. I may get to that point, but this is definitely at a very baby steps type stage for me. I think I probably at most have about 7 hours into this particular build. It should also be noted that right now I'm playing on a single-player server, or a single-player game, but if possible, I will be actually transferring this to an actual online server. It's just right now I'm having a lot of difficulty for some reason. I can't get Hamachi to install properly, so basically creating the server, or creating a server from this particular game, is, well, suffice to say, it's silly. I wouldn't even be able to access it, so there's really no sense in me hosting a server for a game I can't really play, you know? But we only need 4 pieces of sand into glass here. The rest of this we're going to be saving for making the grout to make our bricks, but that means I need to get more gravel. I think in one of my chests I have 40 pieces of gravel or so. And that'll probably be enough to get me started on the smeltery, but I don't think it'll quite get me there. Alright, do I have anything that I can... Yeah, looks like I can cook some bread. I probably shouldn't waste the valuable coal. 17, so we'll put 2 more in. That should about do the trick. No guarantees. Okay. Let's see, what do I need? Oh, I need 2 copper. Do I not have an empty bucket? Are you kidding me? Silly, silly, silly. Such a noob I am. Okay, that goes in the top, that goes in the middle, that goes in the bottom. Then we take our copper. Then we take our invar. And then we take our smelter. Ta-da! Now, the problem with this right now is I only have this single clockwork engine. And while clockworks are handy, they're portable, they are very, very useful, and there's really no disputing that. They're not really the best, because you've got to keep winding them, and it's really just trouble. However, I'll be crafting another one here momentarily, so I really shouldn't be saying too much about it. Let's see. Clock we work. Alright, what are we going to need for that? Wood, piston, copper gear. Back to the copper issue. Okay. So, we need to get rid of as much of this as we can feasibly get away with. It should be most of it, really. So it looks like I'm going to have to go and dig some holes. Which hopefully, or I was actually hoping that I was going to spare people having to watch me dig on screen. Because, you know, at least speaking for myself, it's not always the most entertaining thing. Especially when it's just me ultimately talking to myself. But that is the trouble with a perfect world. I'm refreshing my chat right now. I don't know how the Twitch chat servers are currently doing, so I'll probably be checking it sporadically as we go. But I'm hoping that, well, actually, I think I probably need to go a little deeper than this in order to find copper. Well, seeing as there is some gravel right here. As well, seize the opportunity. Best trick in the world, by the way. Whole thing with putting down a torch in the bottom of cascading gravel or sand. Learned that from a YouTuber named Tofsky. Which, you know, some of you may be familiar with. He's, I think, possibly the only person right now playing Ars Magica 3. Or Ars Magica, is it 3 or 2? I don't know. Anyway, looks from what I've seen of it, a very, very interesting mod pack. Some coal over there. I'll probably... We don't need all of this lava, do we? I think we'll be good with half as much. Right, now to actually get on with the little mining bit. So, as it says in the description, playing the Feed the Beast Unleashed mod pack, which is in, I think, Minecraft 1.5.2. Before that I was playing the Ultimate pack and the Direwolf 20 pack, both of which I had a lot of fun with. I'm never ever going to complain about those, although I was most definitely a Tekkit guy. The stuff that ran in 1.2.5. But I'm one of those people that I honestly didn't think that EE3 was all that cheat, or EE2 was all that cheaty. A lot of people definitely did believe that it was, and it's justified. I could definitely see the validity of that particular argument, although, you know, in its defense, because I guess I have to defend it since I'm the one that put myself on this tangent, it wasn't easy, you know? I mean, it was a very resource-heavy thing. Starting out, it wasn't that bad, because, I mean, you know, making your divining rods and things like that, but... you know, once you start getting into the red matter, okay, I can see where that could be construed as being a little cheaty. Never any copper when a fella needs it. But this has been an ongoing thing, the crusade for copper. I really should just, you know, build some turtles and let them go to it. That'd probably make things much, much, much easier. I'm pretty sure, I mean, I could be wrong, and it would not be the first time at all, but I'm pretty sure you can actually find programs to vertically branch mine with them. I won't turn down iron at this point. It is absolutely not what I'm looking for in any way. But we'll spend a little bit of time down here. And, we don't find any copper, then I'll probably go up to like probably layer. I'll probably go 10 up from here. Some quartz, that's never a bad thing. If I ever decide that I'm going to get into some of the, I think is it Mine Factory Reloaded, I think it requires a lot of that quartz. Better light my way a little bit here. Excuse me, I have to grab a drink here. I've been having a devil of a time fighting off a cold recently, and a lot of talking is, you know, drying me out pretty good. But, well, what can you do? Well, looks like I burned up a pickaxe pretty much at that layer. 30. Yeah, maybe we'll branch out at that, or do some branch mining at that level 30 too. I need to put some steps down there too, burning up a lot of useless hunger. On that note, while I'm in the neighborhood, we'll come up here and grab my bread. Oop, wrong one. Right one. The pesky monsters. Let's see. That make room for my pickaxe. And yes, I'm one of those guys that I have to have everything pretty much laid out in the right sequence, or else I get a little about things. So I don't know why I'm even doing that right now. I don't have any iron in my inventory. Dokie. I'll get rid of some of this stone. I've got room in one of these chests here. Well, it doesn't appear to be the case, really. Though I do need to move everything from this chest out there. But you don't have to do that right this second. Right. Back down we go. I'm actually beginning to wonder if copper spawns higher than what I'm actually thinking it does. But, you know, it's coming from my experience with Technic, where pretty much copper would spawn in trees just about. Or at least that's how it seemed most times. Actually get stone steps on this shaft. At least part of it. He says as he does nothing with making steps or anything of the sort. What do we hear? Wonder. Well, doesn't look like I can do anything that way. No, doesn't look like I can cheese it by way of a minium stone either. I was hoping maybe I could just transform iron into the aforementioned devil copper. I hear lava, but I don't see any on my mini-map. Let's see, tin. Material that always seemed to be in the shortest supply in Direwolf 20. At least for me. Always have a devil of a time finding tin, but I don't know if that's because I was consuming a lot of tin. I don't think so. Maybe I was, though. Certainly can't count it out. We have some uranium? Would appear. Okay, let's start a second shaft. See if that garners us any better results. Yep, okay. got some forest crystals and a little more tin and some quartz. Yeah, we don't need anything spawning down here. That's why I'm using the horribly, horribly slow method of branch mining as opposed to open spelunking. Although I haven't had any luck with spelunking either. I'm trying to locate myself copper, so... Which is really... It's kind of a sad state of affairs when I can honestly say that I've found close to 30 diamonds, 10 of which I had lost, in a spider ambush. But I have found, like I said, around, I think, 30 diamonds, and I have found 0 copper. At least naturally occurring. I did find a chest in a dungeon that had 3 copper ingots in it. Yeah, what do we have? Oh, Cthulhu be praised. We have found copper. So it must just be a height issue would be my guess. Then. Refreshing the chat again. Alright, 9 copper. It's a start, so let's see where that'll get us, because we should be able to, I believe... get us in business for building whatever it was that I was going to build. Oh, clockwork engine. Which requires copper gears. Yes, yes. It's all becoming clear now. Energetics. Evidently that is not the mod I was looking for. Oh, which one was it? Factorization. Industrial craft? No. Was it Mine Factory Reloaded? Maybe. I don't know. This is why I'm wishing I had some chat assist going on here. I'm trying to remember a device that you could combine sand with ore, or sand with yeah, I believe raw ore, and you could triple your output, maybe? Or maybe that was the smelter, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm getting completely and totally sidetracked here. Ah, gold. Always good. Break that. Take that out. I think we can actually dust off the old induction smelter. And actually, that. Yes, I also have a powered furnace, which I could be using as well. Okay, so we want our output to be red. We want that to come out of the bottom. I think we need anything there. Well, I could actually use the input. Maybe this was the device I was thinking of. Let's see what we can do. I actually think that that second slot is for making alloys, but let's see what it does. Beast is getting power. Oh, it's getting used. Oh, looks like that is the trick. That is what we wanted. But we need to maintain a supply of sand. There's a desert nearby, so it's not a big deal. We can burn up the sand at our leisure. And honestly, if it's gaining us two separate, or two batches of, or 2 ingots per, I believe it is. Down here, check it out. No, they're not coming yet. Silly. But we'll see how many ingots this may have gained us. They're on the way. Let's see, just a ways back there. Since I'm not using gold pipes yet, which I actually could, and I don't know why I'm not. It's kind of being silly. But we can rectify this. And do this. I'll just have to dig down there. As you can probably tell, that tunnel is a bit far down there. But we started with 18 pieces of copper, so, or 18 copper dust. So let's see if we netted any more than, which that would most definitely be a very good thing. Gold ingots. Some of this. Make one piece of glass. Guess a redstone torch. Actually, I could probably just make a stone pipe. Yeah, actually we'll do. It sounds like fun. At least I'm pretty sure you can still make redstone pipe. No. Yeah, redstone transport pipe. Block of redstone. Actually, I've got a lot of redstone. Redstone is actually fairly plentiful. So why the heck not? But I still now need a second piece of glass, however. I'm out of coal? Oh, good grief. Being silly. Tin, get rid of that. Dummies. It's time for me to get beat up. Dummies. That's how it's done. I'm not entirely sure, but it really seems like zombies are more capable of actually breaking through a door now than before. This could very, very easily be wrong. It would not be the first time, nor would it be the last time. Okay, first up, let's make us redstone pipe. Then when we get another piece of glass, like this one right there, it's a gold transport pipe. Oh, what the heck? Alright, well that seems to work. Strange. Strange things are. Put one right there. Grab back up our cobblestone. Let's see, does this couple to gold? It does, but it does not couple to cobblestone. Strange. Why that is? Maybe it's just too cheap of a pipe. it figured out. Stone torches, there we are. That, but we don't need that. Redstone signal gets to that one. The kind of not the awesomest thing in the world. It did not. Okay, and we're reconnected. With that, I think I'm going